Hey there, IDK Fred here, and today I'm going to be unboxing a Fitbit Flex. Here we go! Okay, now long story short, before I unbox it, I got this app called Pact. Pact pays you if you walk 10,000 steps or more a day. And it will pay you $1, $2, or $5 a week, or something like that, depending on how many days of the week you do that. Or if you eat fruits or veggies, or if you go to the gym, or if you stay on a healthy diet, or something, anything kind of like that. So I did the gym one, which can count as if you do over 10,000 steps a day, but you have to use their app. Their app that they have, their free one, let me find it here. They're just... one of the trackers that'll track your steps is this one right here, and it's called Move, or Moves. And it says I have done 1,439 steps today. So, went to work this morning, worked for 8 hours, came home, went back out to like Walmart, and I came home again. And in total, it says I only did 1,400 steps. Now, next problem. My other tracker says I've done 13,000 steps, which is fairly damn accurate because I walk a lot at work. I was all over the place today, and it was a very chaotic day, a very interesting day. We had a lot of problems at work today. Big problems, and yeah, so I was everywhere at work today, and it says I did 13,000 steps. The other one says I did 1,300 steps. The other one counts only 10% of what I do on this one. I would have to take 100,000 steps a day, or approximately 10 times 6 would be 60 miles, give or take, because I did 6.8 miles, it says, which sounds about right. So I would have to do 2 times a marathon plus 16 or so. So I'd have to do 2 marathons plus a half marathon every day to get the other app to work. So I decided on the next best thing, and the next best thing is the Pact will allow me to use a Fitbit to track and to transfer over. And since I trust Fitbit, and since it is technically going to pay me here, if I walk those 10,000 steps a day, and I'm doing 5 days a week just to try it out right now, and since I already signed the Pact, I can't back out of it apparently, and its tracker's complete crap. So I'm not going to get gypped out of my money, and I'm going to get this, and I'm going to get my money back with this. And I could have got this a lot cheaper, but the amount of time it would have taken me to get this a lot cheaper and not have to go buy it straight out of the store right now and buy it online, would have taken too long to get here, and I would have had to pay for all these days I missed. I could adjust this to a lower value and whatever, but hopefully this thing pays me, so this thing will work to pay me with that thing and this thing, and it's all big circles. So let's open this up. That's why I got this, and hopefully this works. It's just the cheapest Fitbit out there, the Fitbit Flex 2. It tracks sleep, activity, swim proof, and interchangeable accessories. So hopefully it works. We're going to charge it up and we're going to test it out. And I got the black band because the only other one was a purple band. A purple band. I am tired, by the way. I've been asleep right now at this time for the past like 5 days. So this is kind of throwing my schedule off, which I seem to do weekly. So whatever. Here we go. Is there supposed to be some way I'm supposed to open this without destroying packaging? Nope, I don't think so. Hey, there we go. Ta-da! Nothing else in the box. Empty. So here we go. So we've got our charging cord. Nice little, comes with a battery right there and the main display. So I'm assuming that is just an empty band right here. This is the main important function, the best part right there. Nothing else matters. Hopefully, this is a size fits all because it would not say on the package how big this was. It looks kind of small. I hope that fits my wrist. Let's try it on. Come on, don't you just pop? Just pop. How's this supposed to work? Pop that way. Pop that way. Okay, there we go. Now if we go to the biggest, we throw this on. Okay, that fits. And I'll never get it off. God. Ow. I got no fingernails. Don't have to make it smaller than that, though. Okay, so there's our wristband. Just nice black. Textured on the top and on the sides all the way down. Smooth on the inside. And just big enough to fit that guy right there. Ah! So, okay, awesome. It comes with a large and a small, so we get both bands, so it's interchangeable. Come on. So there we go. So we've got the large one and the small one, just in case we break a band or that it won't fit. So I think the small one will fit my wrist. And the big one should fit it also. Oh. So you have to take the little metal piece out of one of them to use in the other one. Okay, fine. Make it all complicated. We're not going to take it out of that one. We're leaving it in the small one. And then we've got this pamphlet. Nothing else in there. Fitbit setup. Set up Fitbit to go to blah 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 fitbit.com/setup. So we might do that here in a second. Are you ready? Here we go. Read it all. Ta-da! Okay, you got it? Good. Safety and handling instructions, limited warranty, blah blah blah. Don't throw it in a volcano, and you should be okay. Don't take any of my advice. I know nothing of what I'm talking about, I swear. Or maybe I do. I probably wouldn't throw it in a volcano still yet. I would take that advice. Anything else in the container here? Maybe. Maybe not. Come on, such a fancy container. It's got to contain something else. Nope, I think we're just breaking the container. So, this is what we're going to keep it in, apparently, because it's solid. And I wonder if it's already been charged. I'm going to guess that it's already been charged. We're going to pull that out and hope that it has. And we're going to see if we can get it set up here. I don't know how you would turn it on. It makes noise. Huh. So it goes right into the band like that. Then you pull the other side. And it fits right on the inside. Throw the band on. Okay, there we go. We've got the Fitbit on. I don't know how to turn it on. But we're going to plug this into just a random CTE charger right here. Here we go. Do we got lights? Do we got anything? We do got lights. All multicolored and everything. Yay! Wow. Okay, we'll let this charge for a while then. Okay, so we charged our Fitbit for a good 4 hours or so, something like that. It stopped charging after a certain amount of time. So now we have the Fitbit app open. We're going to connect that up, join Fitbit. Which Fitbit tracker are you setting up? And we are setting up the Flex 2 Fitbit tracker as far as I know. So we'll hit the Flex 2 on here. And set up your Flex 2 Fitbit band. Okay. Let's get started. Create an account. I don't have an account. Ta-da! Just created an account. We are now putting in information. All that information right there. Agreeing to the terms and policies. Handshake right there. Okay. We've got the charging cable. We've got the tracker. We've got the small wristband, which we're going to use right here. Next. And we're going to power on. Charger to power it up, and the light's in the charge level. It's already charged and lit up. Choose the right size of wristband, slide the tracker into, and put the Flex 2 on. So we will take our thing. It's already lit up there. You can see the light blinking. Come on. Pops out. Don't want to lose this. Lights facing out, and we'll just slide it right into the band. Ta-da! Little blinking light. Now, to get it on the wrist. Wear it just about as tight as a watch, give or take. Still flashing. Allow access to device location. Make sure the tracker is nearby. It's blinking. Should be good. Oh, it's found it. Okay. Double tap your tracker to confirm the setup. And it vibrated. Okay, update available. We are going to update our tracker while we are at it right here. And the update's going to take a little bit, so we will wait for that to finish updating. Okay, 5 minutes later, the update's complete. Now for the fun. Walk through the basics to learn how to make the most of your Fitbit. Ta-da! Where your Flex 2 every day to track your stats. Your daily goal is set to 10,000 steps and resets at midnight. Double tap your Flex 2 to see your progress. Each solid light represents a quarter of your daily steps goal. So if we tap it twice, nothing happens. We apparently are nowhere on our daily goal. Can show incoming calls on your wrist, phone is nearby. You can configure additional notifications on the app. Automatically track sleep by wearing your tracker to bed on your wrist. Use a Fitbit app to set silent alarms. Receive calls, reminders to move, text notifications on your Flex 2. Exercise tracking. You can swap out your current band with a variety of accessories and bands, etc. Wear and care tips. Now get moving and make every moment count. Ta-da! Done. Let's go. Answer 3 quick questions. Up my daily steps and activity. I don't know. Lose weight. Let's do this. Set goals. I didn't set any goals. Your goals are set. I didn't set any. Okay. Apparently I have burned 804 calories by just standing here so far today. Woo! I have gone 0 miles for 0 minutes. I've lost 0.1 pounds. How have I lost 0.1 pounds? What have you ate today? Are you moving each hour? Track exercise. Okay. Now, the real question is, with the app, is can we pair it over to that other Pact app? Okay, here's the Pact app. Now, if we go over to here, and we go Gym, and we go to Partner Apps, we are connecting Fitbit. Connect. We logged into the Fitbit website for the Pact. Activity and exercise, allow. Ta-da! Now. Okay, update on the Moves app. So yesterday we topped out at like 1,400 steps and 14,000 real steps, 1,400 on the Moves app. And we're at 0 today. I've had this in my pocket this morning, today, walking around, and I've got nothing. So, we go to yesterday. And yesterday only topped out at... Well, you can't really see it, but yesterday topped out at like 1,400 steps. Here, if we turn down the brightness, I'm sure we can see it then. Yeah, so 1,400 steps yesterday. Really not all that great. And today, 0. Now, watch what happens. We can step here. Look, we're stepping. Oh, we're a-stepping. We've got 7 steps today. I've been walking around normally, not just faking it like that, and it's been counting my normal walk around steps when I've had the app open. But then, we close out of the app. We're out of the app. And we go back into the app. Oh, now we're at 25. So we were at 7 a second ago, now we're at 25. We close out of it again. Open it up. Fine, we're still at 25. It can't make up his mind. I was over 300 earlier today, and then it dropped it to 0. And then I was at 7 a second ago, and it dropped to 0. I was at 25 at some point earlier, and it dropped to 0. It just won't stay. So this app is complete crap. So that is why we have the Fitbit. So let's walk here for a second on the treadmill to see if the Fitbit will actually track my steps. That is the entire goal here. Okay. We are at 0 steps on the Fitbit right now. Let's walk for a couple minutes here on the treadmill and see what happens. Here we go. Okay, so we just ran on the treadmill for about 3 minutes, give or take. And it says we went 0.21 right there, and we did 844 steps. And we have 0 minutes of high intensity or whatever that is. Or no, we burned 844 calories and we took 376 steps. Now we go over here and we did 0.21 miles and 323. This says 0.21 miles also. So I think that fits up pretty well. Matches pretty well. We will come back to this later after I've worn this for a couple days. Here we go. Okay, so I've had the Fitbit Flex 2 now for just over a week, like a week and 2 or 3 days now. So about 10 days, give or take. I've really enjoyed this Flex 2. It is a lot better at tracking than this guy, which is completely falling apart and lovely there. But unlike this one right here, the Flex 2 has now stopped connecting and syncing to my phone. I'll show you more on that in here in a second. Now, what's really nice about the Flex 2, but then again what is kind of a disappointment, is everybody else's Fitbits, they have watches, they have heart rate monitors, they have everything else that is like $10 more than this one right here. So for $10 more you get all of that and a little bit better quality, possibly. I don't know, I think this is a very sturdy quality. I have not had it once yet come off my wrist, pop off. I haven't had it stop working ever really, but it just has stopped syncing with my phone. Now as you go throughout the day, you double tap this, there we go, we light up, and I am 2 lights in, which means I'm over 5,000 steps but not quite 7,500. So it goes by quarters of 10,000 up to the final. Once you get the final, you tap it, it'll go and it'll fill up all the way, hit the green, and then go back down, be done. And that's your goal, 10,000 a day with this. It's the active, healthy, regular doctor's recommendation or whatever it is really, but so it's nice, it fits nice, and it works nice, and it's got lights, but it doesn't have all the other little perks and features. Now we start here, if we can focus on this. It is trying to sync here, and then we get this error. If you can read the error, sync error, please try again, blah blah blah, and we have a firmware update. Oh, come on. And we have a firmware update, which just barely in the past hour or two has came out. But considering my Fitbit here has not been able to sync for the past 2 days plus, that does me no good. Because I can't quite update it since I have not been able to sync this. My Bluetooth is on, my Wi-Fi is on. I have turned all of that off and on. I've turned the phone off and on. I've turned this off and on. I can't really do that. I've charged this in between, and I've got no real connection. I have not been able to connect to the Bluetooth, and that's my problem with it. Now, before then, it was able to sync yesterday, most of the day. And we got up to 8,500. My watch, my Fitbit Flex 2, started vibrating on my wrist, telling me that I had gotten to my 10,000 steps, and it was there. I wasn't able to see it on here, though, because it stopped syncing. Now, let's look at a couple more days here, see if I can scroll through. No, I can't. Come on. Where's the button? Nope, that's today. You gotta go over here. $16,000, $14,000, $14,000, $8,000, $13,000, $10,000, $9,000, $15,000, $0. Okay, we're back to the start. So maybe a week here on this. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, we got about a week out of this. and that's when this stopped working here. Now, this does a lot better at my sleep tracking. This does a lot better at my sleep tracking than my last tracker. As we can see here, it tracked every night. It'll tell you how long you were awake, how much you were restless. And I got some really good nights of sleep there, about 8 hours exactly, a little bit of interruptions, up to 9 hours on some of these, 6 hours on some, down to 3 hours because I slept and I was awake and I slept in between. It was kind of weird. But I've liked this a lot. It's really been good at tracking all of this data. And my average sleep time is 9 hours and 40 some odd minutes. And I think this is doing a really good job at tracking my sleep and my walking. And considering that I don't have the tracker connecting currently, it just guesses on my calories. So it thinks I'm at 1,500 calories burned today. Woo! And 2 of 5 days of weekly exercise. So that's the Fitbit. Now, the whole entire reason I got the Fitbit was for this pact app, which I will talk about more, but let's just put it this way. This pact app does not work. It'll probably end up in a separate video, and I will show that later. But, as far as I know, the Fitbit is a really good Fitbit. I just might have got a defective one, and I'm going to end up returning it because it is not working properly. Otherwise, I think it was a really good tracker. A little pricey for just the step tracking and sleep tracking, and you can find it a little bit cheaper online compared to where I bought it. But it's a good tracker overall for the price if you get it online. Not bad, like 30 bucks online. Now I'm going to go return this, and hopefully I can get a better one that works. I might get a heart rate monitor one and pay about the same price I did for this guy. Because I like the Fitbit. It's nice. I got a couple friends on Fitbit now. Oh, and just so you know, my Bluetooth does work on my phone. I can still connect to my Anchor Soundcore speaker. I can connect to my car. I can connect to everything else. Just not this. Why not this? Okay, and just to prove that my Bluetooth is working, we have my Samsung Galaxy S7 right here connected to the Bluetooth source. We can pause it here. Paused. Play. Source is Bluetooth, and it is running here in my car. So the problem is the Fitbit over here, ta-da, which I'm returning, and not the Bluetooth on my car, on my phone, but yeah.